Good morning, class 8. Students, in our last online class, we have started chapter 14 and today we will continue from Gandhian methods. Satyagraha is a combination of two Sanskrit words, Satya and Agraha. Satya means truth and Agraha means eagerness. Satyagraha is based on the twin principles of truth and non-violence. Now, one who believed in truth and non-violence and would not tolerate evil at any cost was known as a Satyagrahi. For being a Satyagrahi, a person was to be peaceful, fearless, and strong. To fight for justice and truth, the Satyagrahi would willingly accept suffering and be ready to make sacrifices. And this suffering and sacrifices of the Satyagrahi was to bring about a change of heart in the enemy. Means the idea behind Satyagraha was not to destroy the enemy but to transform and enlighten him. Gandhiji strongly believed in the methods of non-violent. Non-violent methods of struggle in India consisted of non-cooperation with the British government, and this included peaceful demonstration, then defiance of unjust British laws, boycott of British goods, institutions and services, the use of charkha and khadi to promote self-reliance and the Swadeshi spirit, and non-payment of oppressive taxes. Gandhiji also believed in the equality of all religions. He wrote, "Indian culture is neither Hindu, Islamic nor any other holy. It is a fusion of all." He believed that India would get its freedom from the salvation of British Empire through the Hindu-Muslim unity. Gandhiji lived and died for the cause of Hindu-Muslim unity. Under the leadership of Gandhiji, the Indian national movement was transformed into a mass movement. From each and every religion, the common people joined the struggle movement against oppression. Gandhiji was a great believer in social justice. He had his immense contribution for the cause of the poor and the downtrodden, in the emancipation of women and improvement of the conditions of the lower caste untouchables, whom he called Harijans. Harijan means children of God. Gandhiji returned to India in 1915 and started showing his interest in national politics. His early campaigns at Kheda, Champaran and Ahmedabad were also his first experiments with Satyagraha in 3 local areas, each with a distinct problem. Now let's talk about the Champaran Satyagraha. The farmers of Champaran district were forced by the British indigo planters to cultivate indigo, and Gandhiji fought for the cause of the tenant farmers of Champaran against the oppression and exploitation of the British indigo planters. This movement was successful, and then the peasant received compensation also. Now let's come to our next point, Ahmedabad mill strike. In Ahmedabad, Gandhiji organized a worker strike against the exploitive Indian mill owners. The workers there used to get low wages. Finally, the mill owners agreed to increase the salary of the workers after the Ahmedabad mill strike. Now, our next point is Kheda Satyagraha. Gandhiji advised and convinced the cultivators of Kheda district to stop paying land revenue to the British government, because in this year the crops had failed. The peasants' demand for a remission of land tax was finally accepted by the British government after the Kheda Satyagraha. So, the success of these 3 localized movements led by Gandhiji had proved the efficiency of his techniques of non-violence and Satyagraha. By 1919, he became the most important leader of the national movement. He became very popular among the masses and led a number of mass movements. Soon he occupied the center stage of national politics.